I want you to feed me, like you're doing a front toss piece. Feed me balls in this window. I'm going to counterbalance my trunk, but my hips are now basically constrained as all get out because I'm sitting. And now I'm just going to explore how much of that like dissociation I can get. Boom, you want to hit that in that window. Boom, rep. Boom, rep. Okay? Those are freaking perfect tosses. Did you feel the pearl?
Yeah, I did.
Last one. It's pretty good.
Is it?
You're getting more.
Yeah.
So now, press into the ground with both your feet. Go into the rotation again.
Oh man, that's a lot.
Okay, so as soon as I pull this way, right? So this is like that passive range we talk about, and you're starting to shift.
Yeah.
That tells me that that's the cap.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm seeing your shoulder right. So let go, and now get up. So right here,
Yeah.
and if your right hip is on the side of this box,
Yeah.
do you know how much freaking dissociation, separation, segmentation, whatever you want to call that is? That's elite.
Yeah.
That's right. If you look at the actual like numbers of it all, and look at like the guys that throw the hardest,
Yeah.
you're right around there.
I just need to. I'm at the ballpark.
Yeah, it's ownership.
Yeah.
Right, and ownership comes with stability and doing things every single day that show your brain that it's not a threat.
Right there.
Yeah.
You feel the muscle.
But that's why we warmed up in that way of like, all right, hey, lock them in,
Yeah.
because we need those things to then stabilize your trunk. All right, ready, rock? I'm gonna just rapid fire these bad boys.
Boom. I'm just gonna. Shoot.
Yeah, and as I toss, that's when you're gonna get kind of led back into boom,
Like
and
adjust to the ball.
this is my theory with like the pinball machine, right? We're trying to pull the pinball machine to start that game as much as we can. No one pulls the pinball machine only halfway. That's soft.
Yeah, just get there.
There it is. Yeah,
More.
there it is. Lock in your feet. Yeah.
Oh, I found it now.
Yeah. Oh, I love what that back elbow's doing.
Am I getting a good spiral now?
All right, last one. You're getting tired. Yeah, good. I can just see that, like that back elbow. When it's good, yeah, dude, when it's good, it goes like from catch to like, oh, wait, no, let's pull down. And you go pull down, and then your trunk's like, all right, let's frickin' just release tension. And then, yeah!
I think the one you got kind of.
Same thing. You have a little bit more freedom with your hips. I don't want you to start doing this, Johnny, right? So when you throw up,
I almost got to just dig in with my foot and just like plant that fucking. Because then I'll like try to get that extra little like that, well, in a bad way though.
yeah. For me, the foot kind of dictates like the rear hip,
It's like
right?
Yeah.
So if this foot starts to go this way, you see it?
Yeah.
Then this is going to open up. So I know this isn't like something that I would teach on the mound, but for the sake of the drill, almost think like pressing in with the toes and like really,
So like engage.
yeah, so that's going to force that hip to extend. And so you can contract there and almost even just hold that contraction. If you hold the contraction of your hip, that flexor right there, and pushing away from the ground, like trying to move this mat towards the camera, now you know that your pelvis and your hip basically locked in. So then you create freedom of your upper body, okay? So we're gonna do that same thing, rapid fire, boom. Ooh, last one.
Did you feel a little extra?
Yeah, the one you led me back a little bit more. A lot of guys, they'll get, like you've heard me talk about like disconnection.
Yeah.
So a lot of guys will get like out here, and then they'll catch the ball like this, and then they'll start to then want to initiate that trunk, and then this is like nowhere near to, absorb all that freaking rotational energy, that leverage. Because that'll just start to feel what I was talking about with this rear hip.
Hold on, I was doing this.
Yep. Now we're locking this in, right?
Yeah.
So think about pushing this mat, try to push it away from the ground. Yes. So that's going to lock this in, right? So this contracts. Yep. Now can we take ownership of our trunk? Let me hold you stay locked in with your lower half and let me assist you. Boom. So right here is where we have ownership of, but it's not obviously authentic yet, but we're going to train that. All right. That's pretty good right there. Okay. Now from that position, so lock in lower half, contract front side. I just want you to go whoo with that band.
Like the trunk and everything?
Yeah, just go boom into rotate and the glove side's going to pull.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Boom.
Yep. Create more. Create more.
One.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I love what you're doing right now. Yeah.
Because I can feel that there's more, and I'm just like trying to like.
That's good in terms of like the exploring of all these things. But I want you to like go 5-second concentric of this. So like hold, keep tension, and now we're gonna start to rotate. This ball is gonna get pulled in.
Okay, like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the whole time, I want to see if you can maintain like contraction here while this starts to go. And obviously, you're going to have to contract a lot of things in the upper body to complete the task of pulling that in, right? So start to explore. 5, straight in, go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. 0. Good. All right, so now we're freaking.
I can feel my butt cheek wanting to just give. It just wants to like let go.
100%.
Like that's. I'm assuming that's my body being like, let's get out, let's get out.
Yeah.
Let's get out.
Well, remember, what is the brain's responsibility, right?
Yeah.
The brain's responsibility is monitor threat.
Yeah.
So all of this stuff we're doing right now is a threat, right, to your body. So it's like, all right, I don't want to be in this threat amplified position. I want to get out of it because my job and my responsibility is survival, right? So your brain triggers your motor pattern, right?
It doesn't feel. I mean, it doesn't hurt, but it's like it's straining.
Yeah. It's straining, and it's strain is a threat, right? Like any
nervous system's like, oh.
100%. That's why you're probably sweating like already.
Yeah.
So same thing. We'll hit these a little bit rapid fire. You can explore in terms of the catch. Let the ball lead that hand back into that retraction. Yes. 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 Good grip. I'm gonna lead you deeper. Good.
Get me there. Get me there.
Don't go early. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Last one, gamer. All right, one more, gamer. Dude, that's money.
I felt like my hips stayed pretty decent.
They were good the whole time. Bro, I'm just pumped that like your body's perception of like generating more essentially is doing the things the right way.
Yeah.
Like you're you're not generating more with this. Like you actually, the last few, maybe 4 throws that you threw harder, it was generating with actually maybe your elbow into retraction is a sense of your trunk more counter rotating, right? Does that make sense? Like, so you're saying I'll phrase it this way. You're saying you feel a deeper state of retraction.
Yeah.
But that's also leading you into a deeper state of counter rotation, which is also leading you into a deeper state of separation.
For my body and like my brain, it's like retraction and more go together. So like naturally 100%. They're both gonna go versus just being like like this.
Then don't get me wrong, like you find ways to get good retraction, but there's a cost for your retraction.
Like something's gotta go.
Yeah, that, and it's like that kind of that early to late compensation of this now has to, if it's counter rotated so much or you're deeper into retraction here, it's going to then have to, or it's going to think it has to then really start to freaking go. It has to go faster, right? Because it's like, oh, well, we're not trained in this movement, right? No, that was really good.
That's why sometimes I feel like when I find velo, I can't get it to stick.
It's a sustainable thing, right? Because like there are days where just like, who knows, you know, what it is, but you're just moving in a somewhat different, like somewhat like minute difference, right? Or maybe like the mound is like a little bit higher up here, so you're, you know, like stuff like that. But I mean, you were throwing the same on a flat ground than you were on a mound last year. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure it's probably relatively the same. Yeah. But like that's the problem.
I would say like, I would almost argue like I could potentially
harder on a flat ground. Yeah, I would agree.
Like a flat ground champion, but that's a lot of baseball players.
A lot. 100%.
Because everybody throws from a flat ground every day.
And think about what that is, right? Yeah. I said that earlier. You do such a good job at the block, clawback, but you're limited to the amount of energy that you're blocking. Mm-hmm. So when you're on a mound, gravity's influencing a higher rate of acceleration, a higher energy capability, but on a flat ground, you're generating all of it on your own. So if those velos are different, right, they're flip-flopped, then it shows like it's an amplification of like what you're limited to, right?